Hello, in this video I would like to talk about week 7 assignment. First, I would like to emphasize that please try your best to upload in PDF format. For example, if you download Cam Scanner in your phone, then you can combine all the photos as one PDF file. Okay, exercise 8.3, number 8. So you can see that this is related to rotations. So when you look at the questions related to rotations, we look at the angles. If it is 90 degree, then the two values will swap. It means that it is 4, 3 here, and then you have to determine the sign later. If you see 180 degree, then the two values will not swap. It means it is still 3, 4. But of course, they are not the answer because you have to determine the sign, whether it is positive or negative. Look at part A. It is rotated clockwise about the origin through 90 degree. So you can expect E would goes to here. In this area, you would expect the answer for X coordinate to be positive because it is going to the right. And then it is going downwards. So the Y coordinate will be negative. So you can have your answer like this. Positive X, negative Y. For part B, because it is rotated 180 degree, so it will goes to here. So you can expect it to be negative, negative, because it's going to the left, going downwards. So you will have your answer, negative 3, negative 4. Now we look at part C, anti-clockwise, 90 degree. It means that E will goes to here. You have negative, positive. So the answer would be negative 4 and then 3. So why is it so? I have already talked in the previous videos, so you can refer to them. For this question, you have to draw the image as well. So you need to mark the point. For example, if you mark the first point, you should write E1 and then mark the cross here. So you try to do the remaining one yourself. In number 9, you will see that a line segment AB is rotated clockwise through 270 degree. So usually I would think in this way. If it is clockwise 270 degree, then I will do it like anti-clockwise 90 degree. To do this, I will do it point by point. So from A to A prime, from B to B prime, you can do it separately. For example, I'll show you how this is operated. Look at OA. When you rotate it anti-clockwise by 90 degree, then A would appear here. So originally it is 1, 5. The new point will be negative 5, 1. The two values will swap, and then you have to determine the sign. It should be negative, positive. So you can mark the point here, A prime. Similarly, for B, originally it is 3, 2. So the new point will be 2, 3. And then the sign will be negative, positive. So B prime will be somewhere here. Finally, you have to join the line. So that is your answer. Look at part B. CD is rotated anti-clockwise by 270 degree. It means that it is clockwise 90 degree. It means CD will go to this area, which is negative, positive area. So when you look at C, it is negative 4, negative 2. The answer would be 2, 4. And what is the value? What is the sign of that? It will be negative, positive. Similarly, negative 1, negative 2 after rotation, it will be negative 2, 1. So the answer will look like this. You have to write the label as well, which is D prime next to the point. Look at number 10. This is a question that requires you to write some words, describe in words. Also, how do you describe a rotation? So you may refer to something like this. Usually, there are 3 descriptors. It means clockwise or anti-clockwise. It is the first one. About the origin, of course. Through how many degree? Okay, so usually you have 90, 180, or 270. Okay, so this is all you need to describe a rotation. Okay, look at part A. you can see that F is rotated up to here, so it is 180 degree. For 180 degree, clockwise or anti-clockwise, doesn't matter. So you should write like this: rotated about the origin through 180 degree to F prime. Next, we look at part B, the line segment PQ. So you can see that it is rotated by 90 degree from here to here, and then Q from here to here. It is rotated clockwise, 90 degree. So you have to write all of these information. Okay, so you can write like this: clockwise about the origin through 90 degree. So these are all the descriptors. Number 15 consists of all the transformations. Okay, so there are actually 4 points altogether, PQRS. You may just treat this question as 3 stages, 過3關. First, from P to Q, it is a translation. To the left by 4, upwards by 5. So you look at which one minus 4, which one plus 5. So you can look at the location of Q here, and then you try to think about the coordinates of it. Next, Q is rotated anti-clockwise through 90 degree to R. So you try to find the coordinates of R here. Finally, R is reflected about the y-axis. So you may take the green line here as the line of reflection. So you calculate the distance from R to y-axis, and then you copy the same length to the other side. Note that S actually can be exactly the same as Q. So you try to find the answer yourself. So you should present your answer like this, then it is finished. Okay, look at number 16. So you can see that there are transformations on the 3 points A, B, and C. For A, it is translation, so you can go up, go right, and then you find A prime, maybe somewhere here. And then for B, it is reflection. So about y-axis means that you can take y-axis as the mirror, and then you can copy the image to the other side. For C, it is rotation, anti-clockwise by 90 degrees, so you should expect C somewhere here. So for part A, you have to write down the coordinates here. For part B, you have to draw the images on the coordinate plane. It means that you have to mark the crosses and write the labels next to it. For part C, you may join it in order to judge whether it is a right angle triangle. So I believe you will find this angle a right angle, so you just need to answer yes without any explanation. For number 14, you have to draw the axis of reflection. Obviously, the axis of reflection should be in the middle of the 2 lines. It means you have to draw a line like this. You may draw it longer than expected, it doesn't matter. Okay, for part B is, does this axis of reflection pass through the point? Obviously, 2, -5 is not on the plane drawn. However, this line should have infinite length. So you can expect 2, -5 somewhere here, which is on the line. So part B's answer is yes. For 15A, actually, what you need to do is just similar to before. So you may find the coordinates of P prime and Q prime looking at the rotation clockwise through 90 degree and then reflection about x-axis. So I don't give you the answer, but you can expect P somewhere here and then Q is copied here. Okay, and finally for part B, what you need to do is to find the distance of PQ and then something minus something equals to something units. Okay, I hope you remember last chapter, how do you present this way. Okay, so you have to write down units for a length. So you finally need to compare whether they are the same. So if you find that they are the same, then you can explain PQ equals to P prime Q prime. So yes or no, then you can judge yourself. Okay, so for extra questions, I will not teach very much in detail, but you may try if you want. I may give you some idea. Okay, so you can see triangle XYZ is rotated clockwise, so you can do it by point. So clockwise by 270 degree means anti-clockwise 90 degree. It means all these 3 points are rotated anti-clockwise 90 degree. However, note that these 3 points are the image. So it means that it is after the rotation. They are -3,5, -2,2, and 3,2. It means if you want to find the original one, then you should go in the opposite direction to find it. Okay, so you try yourself. For number 19, you can treat A, B, C, D as 4 points. So all of these 4 points rotated about the origin through 180 degrees and then reflected about x-axis. It means the points should go here 180 degrees and then reflected about the x-axis. So you should expect the rectangle should be somewhere here. And then for part B, there are 2 different ways to describe it. You may say translated to the left by how many units, or you may say reflected about the y-axis. So you try to write in your own words. Look at number 20, so you can just do it very similar to before. A is reflected about y-axis to B, so B will be somewhere here, and then B is reflected about the x-axis to C, then C would be somewhere here, and then finally C is rotated anti-clockwise through 270 degrees, means clockwise 90 degrees, so you can expect D would be somewhere here. Okay, so you finally should write down the coordinates of D only for part A, and then try to describe how point A is transformed to point D in one single transformation. I guess the answer would be related to rotation, so you can write rotated clockwise or anti-clockwise through origin, about the origin through how many degrees. So it is the format of writing description of a rotation. For the last question, the only tricky point is that you are given the image and then you have to find the original one. So please do not be tricked. It means if you see translated to the right by 9, then it actually means to the left by 9, because you go to find the original one. Downward by 4, it means upwards by 4. So reflected about x-axis is still the same as reflected about x-axis. They are just the same, these two. And then the last one, rotated clockwise, then it becomes anti-clockwise. So everything, you just need to think about the opposite way, then you can get the answer easily. So that's all for this video, and I hope you enjoy. Bye bye.